Hi there, my name is MacKinder. I am one of the conductors for this evening's concert here for the Marylebone Music Festival. The Orion Orchestra this evening are performing music by John Williams and Hans Zimmer, two of the titans of the film music world. But we've also got some other composers of some film music. We've got some Ennio Morricone, and we've also got a really special piece of music by a Korean composer who's going to be featured with violinist Danny Koo later on this evening as well. It's always such a privilege to get the chance to conduct any music at all, but especially when you have music written by two of the great composers of our time. Getting a chance to bring their music to life off the screen and into a live concert setting is a real thrill. And even though we don't have the images to support the music is so pictorial, it's so vivid, and it's so alive. It makes you instantly think of everything that the films have in them that we don't have. So it's a real pleasure. Classical music is, and I think always will be, relevant. It is simply a genre of music, and music is something that touches all of us in our own different ways, and classical music is, for me, the avenue through which I'm able to express myself as a human being, most of all. And I'm joined on stage tonight by about 60 other musicians who feel very much the same way. And by the looks of it around me, it's going to be a full house of audience members tonight as well. So classical music is always relevant. It is so closely tied to the expression of human experience and lived experience, no matter what age or background you may be, and as long as there is music, there will always be classical music. The Orion Orchestra are such a wonderful group of musicians to work with. I had the great pleasure of doing this same concert last year, and that was my first time working with the orchestra. It is such a joy to be back working with them again, and to be working with a new leader this time, Simon Blendis, who's absolutely extraordinary musician to work with. The Orion Orchestra is mainly an orchestra for young up-and-coming musicians who are reaching the end of their time at conservatoire, or who have recently graduated and are going into the professional sphere. These guys are the next generation of classical musicians in this country, and to have the opportunity to work with so many of them on such incredible music, it is such a joy, it is such a privilege, and I cannot wait for the concert to get going. I mean, I regularly go back and forth between Bach and Mahler, which are two composers right at the opposite ends of the spectrum. But those are the two composers who I always, every single time I hear their music, I just can't I can't ignore just how beautiful their music is and how it makes me feel. Mahler's music especially is the composer that kind of made me want to really pursue classical music properly, because he, for me, at the tender age of 14, when I first heard his music, he was the first composer that really redefined for me what music could be, the scope it could reach, and how many musicians could be utilised at the same time. And I've never looked back from then. So yeah, if I had to choose one, I'd probably pick Mahler, but no, J.S. Bach will always stay with me as one I'll never tire of listening to.